So when you've looked at all these areas of your life and you've understood, okay, these are things that are important to me, the questions you want to ask yourself are what went well? In other words, what worked? Then look at what didn't work and take the lessons from that. So in other words, what are you going to do differently next year? And when you've gone through this exercise, take some time to look at what insights you have gained from actually going through this process. Because that's often huge and that's often the thing we miss. But what are the insights you gained? And often it will be, I didn't realize actually how much I've accomplished or how far I have come or how much progress I have made. And why is that important to acknowledge and to recognize? Because when you do recognize that, it will propel you forward even more. Because think about it, when we feel like we're struggling and nothing's working, it's very easy to lose motivation and to fall back and maybe even start to give up. Whereas when you recognize that there are things that you've done that are working really well, where you've made progress, you've accomplished something, actually that will drive you and motivate you to want to keep going and wanting to move forward. And then from all of this, I invite you to then look at what some of the actions are that you can take in the coming year ahead. So as a consequence of the exercise we've talked about, what are the actions that you're going to set yourself for the new year? Now that might be reading more books, listening to podcasts, speaking to people, reaching out to get a mentor, talking to people in your peer group who are doing what you want to do and asking them for some guidance, for some support, for some direction. Researching, getting a trainer or a coach, someone to support you in that particular area of your life. But start to identify the actions that you can take in the new year. So when you hit the new year, you hit the ground running. You've already got a plan in mind. You've got a vision of where you want to be next year. You've looked at the lessons that you've gained from what happened this year, and you're able to hit the ground running and start taking action to do what needs to happen to get you to where you want to be by this time next year, and to feel that you've progressed in even more areas of your life.